You need to take it down a notch. Yeah, that's a quote from this film right here, Dinner in America. Now, I'm pumped right now. I'm so excited. I've just finished it for a first time watch. I've been meaning to watch it since it came out, and I mean it's not that old. 2020 here it says. I'm sure it was released like earlier on in that year or the year prior at like one of the festivals or whatnot. But yeah, and I'm not sure how long it's been out on physical media. This is from the Arrow label. I'm not sure how long it's been out in the UK, but it's out. It's on the shelves, and now it's in my hand, and I'm over the moon to have it. Really excited to get this one. It was a straight pick up today and watch. I recommend it so highly, so highly. If you want a fun film full of unique characters, bold, out of the blue, erratic, crazy, just madcap stuff going on here. It focuses on these two characters, centered in the poster there. Um, Simon and Patty. Now Simon is a lad who's in a bit of trouble with the law. He's a young man, and he's a punk rocker. Doesn't really want to conform to the rules and society and whatnot. Does his own thing, smokes like a trooper. And he comes across Patty, and she's mild mannered. Her parents are sort of more reserved, and they don't really get out of their shells much. They're trying to keep this whole tranquil, peaceful. They're trying to keep their children in a bubble, her and her brother. But as with all things, you have to experiment and go out of your shell sometime, and see the life for what it is, and experiment and do new things, and see what's out there, just to let some of that tension and frustration out. And that's what happens in this film. And Simon serves as that implosion in everyone. As he comes into their lives, he evokes this sense of wanting to do some bizarre stuff, to let off steam, and he certainly does that. He does that for other characters, and he does that for himself. I'm not going to say too much about like plot wise here, because I do not want to give anything away. I don't even want you to watch trailers. I just want you to either pick up Dinner in America or watch it. It's amazing. The writing, all the like. There's certain, there's setups for certain like lines of dialogue, reoccurring little gags that come up, and they're not done for like total comedic moments. They're done for like to be satisfied once you've heard them 2 or 3 times. As you would have heard from my first line in this video. Take it down a notch. Now listen, this film is brilliant. I'm so happy to have it. I'm going to constantly have this film on rewatch. It's one of the rare films that, now, you watch a film, and if you love it, of course you're going to go back to it, sooner rather than later. You're not going to wait years down the line to watch it again. It could become, a habit, something that you go to. It's dependable, but this film is unique and an enigma in a way that I was replaying scenes. I was watching a scene, and then picking up the controller and going back 5 minutes, going back to the beginning of the scene, just to watch it again, just to hear the lines of dialogue. I don't personally take issue with like when certain characters are more, perhaps larger than life. A lot of the criticism comes from where like you see dialogue and you see writing for characters that an audience member wouldn't necessarily see in their lives, and they're against those characters. But when you get those like, the jock type characters are all pumped up all the time and bullies and saying crazy, ridiculous things like made up words and whatnot that you wouldn't necessarily hear in your life. But there's all sorts of people out there, and you get that in this film, where characters are just unique and they say some crazy things, and it becomes very. I just loved all the mad stuff that was going on in this film. Really and truly, Dinner in America. You have to go and check it out. I loved every bit of it, and I'm going to rewatch this film as much as I can. Thank you, everyone.